Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first session of the day, Self-Care for Caregivers. We had a terrific day yesterday, and today promises to be just as informative and important. I am Caroline Thorpe, and it is my pleasure to welcome Angels Bonse to the PURA Syndrome Conference and our PURA community. I have had the amazing opportunity of speaking with her in preparation for this session, and she is so inspirational. She is an amazing professional and person. Angels has kindly offered to do this presentation in English, but she is from Barcelona in Spain, so there may be parts where Spanish is used, and especially probably in the Q&A. So thank you, Angels, for doing that in English, and we know that your first language is Spanish, and we really appreciate the effort. We are about to begin the session, and if you would like to ask a question, please use the question box located at the bottom of your screen. Following Angel's formal presentation, we'll have time for questions and look forward to a wonderful discussion. At this time, I would like to introduce Angels. She started her work as a social worker and family therapist. She later specialized in accompanying and mourning and grieving. She is certified mindfulness instructor and has worked with families with children with disabilities for more than 35 years. She is a key part of the parents team, especially at the time of diagnosis, where she offers tools to improve their well-being. She has authored several books and publications and provides training for professionals who work with children with multiple disabilities and their families. Angels also established Afecto Mariposa, a Spanish NGO that provides support for families with disabled children. Thank you, Angels, so much for being here with us today, and we are so happy to have you here.
I am happy too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, would you like to start with the presentation and everything? Very excited.
Of course. So hello, everybody, and thank you. Thank you for your time and to be here. I want to talk with you about self-care for caregivers. So, and I want to start saying that we have learned that other people are more important than ourselves. It's true, no? We learn this, probably one of the reasons is our education, is our culture that explain us that the other people is more important than myself. But this is especially important when we have a child, no? Or when we had a child with special needs, no? And in sometimes we have almost been turned into professionals, caregivers. But how can we take care of others if we don't take care of ourselves? No, for me is an important question. No, and the key is this other question. No, from what state do we care? Let's see how. Problema es esto, ¿sabes? Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Because we can caregiving from different positions, no? The first one is stress or fatigue or overwhelmed or fear, or maybe the idea that we can do everything, or perfectionism, or empathy fatigue. No, there are some positions, different positions that usually we can fail, no? Because we have a lot of things to do when we have a child with special needs, no? And this is not the same. It's very different if we are taking care from from calm, and when we are quiet, or when we feel happy or just good, no, it's really different than when we are stressed. No, and maybe sometimes you can feel how your child with special needs is very sensitive about our own humor. No, if we are nervous, our child will be nervous probably. No, but if we are calm, we are giving calm to our child too. Because of this, we need to take a closer look at ourselves and our own needs. This is very important. It's even more important when dealing with a child with disabilities, because this requires much time and attention. We are, our role like parents is for more years than the other families, no? Our child will be grow up, and probably we must be there by their side for many years. And this is a difficult thing for many families, no, because it's much time, no, many time, no, so much that we need to give up certain things, no, possibilities, some very important ones, no, like our professional career, or maybe some of these social relationships, or things like this, no. As a result, we disconnect from our own needs and well-being, because we are paying attention all the time in our child needs, no? And like parents, like a family, it's a marathon, and it requires pacing ourselves. No, we need to learn some strategies for manage our skills, our energy, because will be very difficult. There is a high risk of suffering from stress, tiredness, fatigue, and discouragement, no, will be very hard things for our mental health. The effort required to adapt is constant. It's not just, okay, now I know my child diagnosis, no, I know where we are now, and that's all that I need. This is not true. Our child will be grow up, and the things will be happen, no, like the school, to the different things, no, the health, the studies, the services that they need will be changed, and we need to change too. We need to adapt to these different circumstances, no? And adaptation or acceptation is like a constant exercise that needs a lot of energy too, no? Take care of ourselves is important for the professionals too, because we work with people, we work with families, no? And we when we are tired, like professionals, we don't give the same level of care. We don't listen as well. And we are not as present with these people, no? So self-care is something important for the professionals too, no? And it's important that we prioritize ourselves. We are just as important as everyone else. And I said, we are just as important as everyone else, because I think that we are not more important or less important. We are at the same level, no? I am a person too, and I have my own needs too. So I am the same. This is the definition of self-care. Self-care is the practice of taking an active role in protecting our own well-being, in the pursuit of happiness, and in having the ability, tools, and resources to respond to periods of stress, so that they do not create an imbalance in our health. It means asking yourself, what do I need? And giving yourself an honest answer. Self-care is important, like a prevention too. Because if now I can start with my self-care, my own self-care, I can exercise some abilities, some skills that in the future maybe I will need. It's easy to start practice when I feel good, than start practicing when I feel bad, in the middle of a storm, emotional storm. That's why I ever explain that start right now. If you feel good, it's okay, it's perfect time for start taking care of yourself. Because when the storm will come, you will have some strategies in your daily life, in your routine. So it's important to start now. But it's not easy. I know it's not easy to take care of ourselves, because it takes an effort, because our automatic pilot is take care of the other people, is take care about of our children. We are spending all day thinking in our kids, in our parents, in our family, in the other people, and we don't have time thinking in ourselves, or asking ourselves how I feel today, how I am today. I feel tired, or maybe I have energy. I feel sad today, or I feel I don't know, angry. This is an effort, because it's like our focus is all the time outside and never look at ourselves. So the first step towards self-care is self-understanding. But in general, it's difficult too. and it's difficult to keep connect with our own needs. Why? Because other people's needs are more important. Or maybe because the situation is difficult. Many times the families, or many families, not all the people, but usually when the things are difficult, when somebody asks us, how are you? The automatic answer is, well, I feel things are fine. Thank you, are fine. No, I'm good. I'm well. Yes, don't worry. I'm okay. I feel good. But inside of us, we feel that we are so tired. No, and this is the automatic answer because we don't want that the other people maybe be worried about us. No, we want that, don't worry, to the other people. Especially if we love these people, no, don't worry for me. No, I don't want to be some
burden. Don't be a burden.
Burden, no. That's why we said this, no. When the things are difficult, we feel vulnerable, and usually we don't like to feel like this, no. We prefer to feel strong, happy, and well all the time, but this is impossible because we are just humans. Sometimes we have a distorted vision of ourselves, and for me a distorted vision is feel that I am strong all the time because I'm just a human person. And sometimes I fail. Sometimes I feel sad. And this is normal. No, I'm not a superhero or a superwoman. No. Many times we are in a hurry. We run all the time, no? Because we have got too many things to do. No, we don't have time for ourselves because we have many, many things to do usually. But for connecting with ourselves and with our personal needs, we need to stop. We need to slow down our rhythm, no? Just for be with us. Be with us. Just sitting with us and answer a question, an easy question. How are you today? We need to observe more ourselves without judgment, without saying to ourselves if we are good or we are bad. No, we are just normal people. Sometimes we are making good decisions, for instance, and sometimes we make bad decisions, just like everybody. So we are not good or bad persons. We are altogether, we are normal persons. So we need to accept us more like just we are normal persons. We need to release some things like perfectionism, no? We need to be flexibles too. Flexibles, because this is a very important skill for life, no? Be flexible. It's important to change our mind, no? It's important to change our thoughts, no? Because life is changing, no? Everywhere, all around us, no? Our kids are changing, so we need to change with them, no? Sometimes I see some mothers, for instance, that they pretend to do the same thing now than maybe 10 years ago. And this is not realistic, no? Because if now you are, I don't know, 40 years ago, no, 40 years old, sorry, you don't have the same energy than you had when you were younger. It's impossible to do the same things, no, because you don't have the same energy, and probably your child changed too, no? So be flexible, no, and be kind to yourself, especially when you have some, when you fail, for instance, no? And don't set expectations, no? Is sometimes we have high expectations, and have high expectations is to feel like unsatisfied all time, no? We need to celebrate our when we catch some objetivos, objectives, no? When we achieve something. So the first step is stop and slow down, no? Because it's very important to stop running on autopilot, no? And bring you attention to the present moment, just now, just today. It's like day by day, because when I am thinking all the time about the future, no, this is normal, no, to the future scary us, no, because it's I don't know much things about future, no, and this is scary me, and it makes me feel with fear, no? That's why it's important to live day by day, no, to be in the present moment, enjoying the things that you have right now. It's important to stop thinking and listen more, not just listen. I think it's important to feel more than think. Somebody says that we live our lives thinking about it, no? And it's more, for me, it's more easy to feel the life that I have right now more than think about it, no? John Lennon says that the life is what happens right now when you are thinking in another thing, no? Also, it's important to stop resisting. There is a lot of suffering in this because we are thinking the most of the time, we are thinking about how can be the life without this or with this, no? Because the things are not always as we want, no? The things are just like this, just like they are, no? And many, many times we are resisting to the reality because I need the things will be different, no? I need the things will be like I want, no? But the life is not like this. I can't control everything. And I need to distinguish between how are things and other things, no? We are not so different. It's important to realize that we are not so different than others. I'm not special. I'm not special. We all want the same. We have the same basic needs and the same shortcomings. And the most important thing, we make mistakes, errors, and we fail. Sometimes everybody fails. And we all suffer because of this. No, when I fail, I am speaking to me all the time. I am talking to me and saying things like, oh, you fail another time, you are terrible, you are, and this is not a good thing, no, for myself. No, I need to talk with me in another way, no, like, don't worry, you fail again. It's not the first time, and probably not will be not the last time that you fail, Angel. So let's go. Kindness is important, is a very important thing. And I am talking about kindness toward ourselves, because we need treating ourselves as our loved ones will treat us, speaking to us in the same manner, as if our best friends we are speaking to us. No, it's easy to be kind with the other people, but it's more difficult to be kind with myself. But it's a very important thing for our wellness, for our mental health. No, I feel better when I fail, for instance, and I take care of myself with speaking to me with kindness words, no? Comfort me, calm me, no? Taking care of myself. We get better at this the more we practice. All these things need practice. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. But we need practice. No, we can choose some of these things and just start with one, like try to talk with you with more kindness, no? Self-knowledge is answer to ourselves, what are my different types of needs, no? All the people, we have different types of needs. There are physical needs, there are emotional needs, there are mental needs, and are spiritual needs too, no? And all these needs are not the same as I should have, no? It's not the same to be, to take care of my health, physical health, for instance, no? Walking, no, going for a walk once a week, for instance, than think I must walk every day. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. In this, maybe I can talk just a little bit of these different types of needs. The physical needs linked to our physical body and our health. Part of a healthy diet, adjusted to our circumstances, and constant physical activity. There are some things. Mental needs, it consists of exercising our mind, stimulating critical thinking, creativity, and intellect. Emotional needs are when we pay attention to our emotions, we are aware of them and accept them. And the last one is spiritual. It is a way to connect with yourself, with your values, and with what really matters to you beyond physical or emotional condition. Sorry, here. But for me, it's important to make a plan about my own needs. No, it's not enough if I just think about these needs. No, I need to make a plan. No, I need to make a plan and time naturally. No. Maybe you are thinking now, okay, everything is very beautiful, but I don't have time because I have a child with special needs and I don't have time. I'm working, I am taking care of this kid and I have more kids and many things to do and it's impossible. But I really need time. You really need time if you want to take care of yourself, no? And it's easy when you think that you are as important like everything else, no? For make time for yourself, you need to feel, you need to believe that you are important. Not more important or less important, you are the same, no? Your needs are important like your child's needs, because your child with special needs need you. If you are good, probably your kid will be okay, no? So start to putting time in your own schedule, in your agenda for yourself, no? And start to take care of yourself. A plan, this plan can include no, these aspects, physical, emotional, or mental, no? Maybe you have some ideas, probably, no? But it's really important that you put this in your agenda, no? For instance, no, if you need time to take a coffee with your friends, put this in your agenda. If you need time for go for a walk, put this in your agenda every morning, just for 20 minutes. No, it's very important. take care of yourself. And this is my summary, and then we can talk about this. It is important to take care of yourself, to care with quality of presence. Your needs are just as important as anyone else. To take care of myself, I have to connect with what I need, put attention on myself. Treat yourself with kindness without making judgment. Self-care plan and putting it into practice preventatively. Find resources to help you when difficult times arrive. So this is all for me. Now we can talk about this together. Thank you very much. And sorry for my English.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for doing it in English. It was amazing. And for me, it sounded all very, very close to home, very familiar. And I'm sure it did for many of the families who were here today. So thank you very, very much for that. Okay, we'll go on to the Q&A if that's okay with you. As I said before, Angels will be probably answering in Spanish and I will help translate, as then the answers will be as effective as possible. So let's go with the first one. Self-care, something that is so important. But you've given great ideas of how to start. How can I maintain it? I feel like that can be very difficult because you get in the rush of the day and you say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. How can we maintain this?
Es importante empezar por algo muy simple que no te suponga cambiar toda tu vida, ¿no?
I'll just translate that bit so I don't forget it all. Angels just said it's very important to start with something simple that doesn't change your whole life.
No, pero tiene que ser algo significativo para ti, que solo te tome unos minutos, pero que te pueda ayudar a pensar que estás haciendo algo para ti.
It has to be something very significant for you, but it has to be something also that makes you realize you are changing something for yourself.
Yeah. Muchas madres lo que hacen es levantarse antes por la mañana para tomarse un café en silencio.
Many mothers get up early in the morning, a little bit earlier, so that they can have their coffee in silence. Difícil también levantarse pronto.
Sí, algunas veces sí.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, this is a question because Angels, she has several books, and one of them is about how to help PURA siblings. And I'm sure many of us are familiar with this. How can you help a PURA sibling learn how to express their feelings about their PURA child and be able to answer questions and feel comfortable at the same time?
Es importante estar cerca de los hermanos.
It's very important to be close to the siblings.
Y que vean que pueden hablar con nosotros para plantearnos cualquier duda que tengan, ¿no? O idea que les surja o preocupación.
And that they feel that they can talk to us about any worry, anything that happens in any moment.
Y esto pasa desde las edades más tempranas y empieza hablándoles, dándoles información clara sobre lo que sabemos, qué es lo que ocurre.
And it starts from early ages by giving them the information about what is happening.
Pero esta información tiene que ser adecuada a la edad y responder a lo que el niño pregunta.
And it has to be, this information that we give our children has to be corresponding to the age and answering what they are asking us.
A veces como padres creemos que les tenemos que dar toda la información y un niño no necesita tanto.
Sometimes us as parents we feel like we need to give them all the information, and sometimes they don't need all the information.
No, pero lo único que tenemos que hacer es estar atentos y responder a lo que ellos preguntan.
The only thing we really have to be is aware of what they need and answer the questions that they are asking us.
Y que no sientan que les ocultamos información, sino que estamos ahí para lo que necesiten.
Eso me parece súper importante. She just said it's something that I find is personally very important, that they feel like they can ask us anything and that we're not hiding information from them, but we're there to be with them and to share the information they need. Qué bonito. We have another question from our Q&A. Do you have any tips for maintaining these habits and rituals during high stress times? For example, when a child is in the hospital?
Esa es una buena pregunta.
It's a good question.
Lo que pasa que es muy difícil empezar cuando estás en medio del huracán.
It's very difficult to start when you're in the middle of the hurricane.
Pero para mí un buen recurso para calmar mi mente es respirar.
For her, a very good resource to use to calm her mind is to breathe.
O el cuerpo, sentir, ¿no? Sentir el ritmo de la respiración.
Feel the rhythm of your breathing. Sí, perfecto.
Sí, no sé si te sirve.
Sí, claro que sí. To connect with your body and connect with your breathing, to focus on that. Perfect. Thank you very much. And then you have a book about reflecting about what happiness is. How could you summarize this? I know it's a difficult question to answer in a very short period of time, but maybe a key aspect of your book that you consider very special or important.
Sí, escribimos este libro pensando en el deseo que todos tenemos de que nuestros hijos sean felices.
They wrote that book concentrating on the children want to find happiness and what this means for them.
No, los padres deseamos que nuestros hijos sean
That
felices.
that parents desire that their children are happy. That was the main focus of the book and why it was written. Yes.
Sí, sí. Y la felicidad es poder estar y disfrutar de cada momento.
Happiness is being able to be there and enjoy every moment.
Y por lo menos estar presente, pase lo que pase.
And be present no matter what happens.
Para mí, ¿no?
Yeah.
Entendiendo que a veces pasan cosas buenas y no tan buenas.
Understanding something very important, that sometimes good things happen and other times things that are not so good can also happen.
Yeah.
Perfect. I was just reading the chat as well, and there were some comments about that we don't want to burden other people, that how we hear this a lot, que no queremos ser un estorbo, una molestia para otras personas. And then that what someone else finds that keeps them up at night is worrying about the child. And someone else has agreed with this, saying how this is a main worry for ours, and they're thanking you very, very much, that it was brilliant and fantastic.
Thank you.
And thank you, Angela. Choose happiness. Angels.
Thank you.
No, thank you so much, Angels. I feel like this has been very special and for everyone, and a lot of information that we all need and could use in our daily life. I don't know if I could ask you one last question.
Yeah, of course, yes.
You have an association which is called Afecto Mariposa in Spain. Could you tell us more about this?
Yeah, we create this association with families. Our
Can I translate para que no se me haga mucho a la vez? Que crea, they created...
en inglés.
Ay, sí, es verdad.
Nos estamos liando. Hablo en español. Sí,
No, como tú estés más cómoda.
No, en español.
Sí.
Sí, creamos esta asociación Fíjate, se llama afecto mariposa con A de afecto, de sentimiento, pero pensando en el efecto mariposa.
They created this association. It's a play of words with Spanish because it's called afecto mariposa, and it's effect, and that's about your feelings, about for yourself. But efecto is the effect of things that happen. Yes,
Yeah.
that was the play on words they've used with Spanish.
Ya, bien, porque es una asociación creada desde familias que tenemos hijos con discapacidad y dirigida a familias que tienen hijos con discapacidad.
It's created from families who have children with disabilities for families who have disabilities. Voy a añadir una cosita que me comentaste antes, que it's not run by a government, it's done from families for families with
Yeah.
disabilities.
Porque en España no existen muchas entidades en las que la familia sea el centro, que dirijan, entendiste, ¿no?
Sí, in Spain there aren't many associations that have families as the center who run it and deal with everything on a daily basis.
Hay entidades que ofrecen servicios para niños con discapacidad, pero en muchas se olvidan de la familia.
There are lots of places that offer lots of things for children with disabilities, but in many cases they forget about the family of these children or people or individuals with needs, special needs.
Y nosotras también necesitamos apoyo porque si nosotras estamos bien, nuestros hijos estarán bien.
And we also need support as caregivers, because if we are okay, our children will be okay.
Y por eso creamos esta asociación, para ofrecer apoyo a familias.
And that is why it was created, to be able to offer that support for families who have children with special needs.
Y este apoyo se da entre iguales. Son madres las que se ocupan de las redes, de todo, de las redes sociales, de dinamizar grupos de apoyo, de buscar dinero para mantener la asociación, de todo.
It's the families who are in charge of everything. So no one else is involved, but the families and the ones who do everything. And it's qué bonito.
Sí.
It's amazing everything you've done, Angels, and we are so pleased to have had you with us, and we appreciate so much, and we appreciate it in English as well. Thank you so much for your time and for everything you've done.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. And now after, we have the next session that's coming up, which is developing your team and communication. We hope all of you will join Dana Rosenblum for building your team, developing effective communication and carryover. Thank you, everyone, very much. Thank you.